Alright guys, now this is how to take out wheel bearings in a 400EX without any special tools. Just going to use a hammer, a pick, small bench vise, a punch, and a 1/2 inch extension. So this is what it looks like taken out. You got a big bearing and a small bearing. And you also have this little spacer that fits between them. So we're just going to start out with our hub inside our bench vise. And we're going to use this curved pick. It's going to get right under this rubber piece and we're just going to pull up. Kind of hard doing it with one hand. Hook right here under this rubber lip and we pulled up until this piece comes off. Now we're going to flip it around and do the other side. We're going to do the same thing with this pick and the dust seal on this side, and we're just going to pull up. Okay, so we actually had this metal washer that was stuck inside the hub, and I had to use a little wedge and a hammer to get that out. Use our pick on this rubber dust seal again. Okay guys, if that pick isn't strong enough or you just don't have one, we can use a wedge. I'm going to wedge this right under the dust seal. And then we're going to hit this side with a hammer. And it should just pop right up. And just like that, we have our dust seal on our other side. Okay, so there's two different size bearings in here. And for this, we're going to start on the larger side. And we're going to take our 1/2 inch extension. I'm going to put it right through the middle. And that'll get stuck on the small bearing on the other side, pushing it towards the camera. Okay, so once it's all set up, so you really just have to set it in there. We're going to take our hammer, we're going to tap it on this side. And just a few hard taps, should poke right through along with your spacer. So we're going to put our small bearing to the side. We can throw it away, we're not going to reuse that. So all we're doing here is taking 2 wood blocks and setting our rotor down to give our bearing room enough to drop through here. So we're just going to take our punch, we're going to line it up. You can see the inside of the bearing, and we're just going to hit this with a hammer all the way around it until it pops through. Okay, so our larger bearing comes through towards the camera. As you can see, just the way the hub's built, it cannot go through the other way. And that's a smaller hole, so that wouldn't work anyway. But it should just pop right out the bottom after you hit around the outside of it, all the way around with your punch. There you have your wheel bearings removed from the hubs with just a few tools: punch, 1/2 inch extension, hammer, a vise, and a pick.